The Daily Cafe by Eloise Barker. Service with a smile and an outdated events update. To the diners it seems sensible, necessary that food should taste a lot like tabloid newspaper, faded bulletins and stories long gone to waste. Each listless chip, a headline, remarks life should be mundane. So for them it seems fitting that chips, nuggets, tabloids, life should all taste the same. Why, drawls the waitress at the peak of her career, supply anything with fries, when you can serve a banal weather comment or unsympathetic ear? The diners never read the last article, perhaps printed on a broadsheet knife, the one that suggests that taste is not a dictation and there's no service charge in life.
Ooh, thought I'd clean those. Plum Jam by P.V. Jones. To be given a jar of Sarah Case's jam was regarded as an honour and a privilege. Invalids regularly claimed it did them as much good as a visit from the doctor. Sarah's larder, with its rows of gleaming spotless jars, each labelled and dated in Sarah's careful copper plate, was a sight to gladden the heart of any methodical housewife. The jam glowed as bright as any jewel. The ruby reds of the raspberry and strawberry, the delicate pink of crabapple jelly, the dark purples of damson, elderberry and bramble, and the translucent green gold of the quince and greengage. But for Sarah, each year was the same. The tidy rows evoked mixed feelings. Pride and achievement of another year safely and successfully accomplished, jumbled together with the pain and memories of the past. Newcomers to the village were often affronted when Sarah refused their proffered plums, or, if pressed, she made them into pies, which she gave away. Those in the know would nod and smile and keep their counsel. A plum tree grew in the garden of Sarah's cottage. Its bark was gnarled and rough, the trunk twisted. Sarah's washing line was attached to it, and every morning a blackbird saluted the new day from the top branches. In the spring, a froth of white blossom covered the tree, rivaling the handmade lace on Sarah's handkerchiefs and the collars of her Sunday blouses. Despite all its beauty and effort, the tree was, in horticultural and economic terms, a failure. But there were those in the village who still remembered the summer when it had fruited.
Sandwiches and Sheep's Eyes by Robin Lee Hall. Eating sandwiches on the beach, sand and tinned salmon with cucumber, white sunblessed bread, a doughy lining to the cave of her mouth. It sucks the moisture and leaves her parched and grasping for her cherry cola, sugary, sickly and bubbling like mini meteorites on her tongue, contained explosions, furtive farts. She shudders with unshared giggles and reaches for a boiled egg. She cracks and peels it. Bald, white, cold and tacky. A blind, dead eyeball. She becomes a guest at a desert banquet. They wait expectantly as she raises the eye to her mouth. It is an honour. She must not offend. The eye eyes her moist pink lips. She eyes its trailing optic nerve tendrils. She pops in the gelatinous slippery orb. Her teeth puncture the soft delicacy. She reels back in preemptive disgust and prepares for the pureed pulp of a million putrid school dinners. The yolk is dry and crumbly. The white is rubbery and tasteless. Her mouth is full and uncomfortable. She reaches for another swig. Cherry cola and chopped egg. Yuck.
Right, and finally, I have a piece of verse here. A Dream of Cream by Michael Tanner. The dream unveils like water meadows, free of morning mist, where Jersey cows stand deep in buttercups, lulled by the river's flow, conjuring by ancient alchemy, their pale Elysian gold, gift from the gods. And slow as mist from river rises the cream in farmhouse vats, cool upon tiles, forbidden to the crew of lingering, purring, ever-hopeful cats. Cream, smoother than honey, tilted to pour like angel rope from heaven in perfect spirals onto a rare dessert, into the depths of wine-red borch or continental coffee, dark as seducing sin.
Well, that brings us to the end of the actual readings part of the evening. So could I just ask you to give a big round of applause for our wonderful readers, for June, Scarlett, Lindy and Michael.